Hey, René here. Shall we play a game? Now this is Kerbal Space Program. And I haven't retitled the stream, have I? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Let me sort of out. How are we gonna call this? Sorry. Yeah, this game takes a lot longer to boot than I was expecting, and despite that, I didn't think to spend that time checking things. Right, so I played this game an absolute ton when it came out, but I haven't played it since, and I can already see it's very different to how I remember it. I want to put some kind of vehicle on the moon, and ideally I want to be able to drive around a bit when I get there. I'm not going to do a return mission, it's going to be permanent. Whoever's sitting up there is going to be up there permanently. So let's start out with a cockpit and put some wheels on it. What are we going for? What's the difference between these two? Well, this one's lighter, so I'll go with this one. It's probably enough. So from what I remember, you can, yeah. Oh, wait, it's a rocket, so, oh, that's not the kind of symmetry I want. Let's snap it to the edge, put it as far down the body as we can. Ah, how's this rotation work? Ah! Oh, there we go. One. And two. The other thing is we're going to be on the moon, so the gravity's going to be low, and we shouldn't need super durable wheels, right? Okay, we need one more wheel. Ah, steerable landing gear, that'll do. I'm pretty sure that's new to me. Now, I think this goes the other way around. Now that looks sick. Let's give that a little test flight, shall we? Ah, it works. It's a bit roll heavy, but that's okay. It works. Now, one of the things is we have a limited electric charge. You can see here it's being drained every time we use any means of propulsion. So we're going to want something to kind of back that up. We're going to want a little bit of additional power here. So let's revert to the... Oh, braking's actually a bit hard, especially when you're out of power. Revert to the vehicle assembly. So, well, you can put solar panels on these. I seem to remember they're quite big and they don't generate a lot of power, especially during the night. So let's... Where was it? Oh, electrical. There we go. RTGs. So these are basically like... I think these are quite similar to what the Curiosity rover has, right? They're basically self-contained. I think they might be solid-state nuclear reactors. I think they basically use like fission to generate heat, and then the heat to, I don't know, do something. Maybe a Peltier engine or something. Right. I want to put these in spots where they're unlikely to get hit by anything, because they will explode. And while I don't think they like go up, you know, go up like a bomb or something like that. Oh, we don't want to cover the door. Yeah, we'll obviously lose them if they detonate, and we won't have the ability. We'll lose electrical charge. Ideally, we want enough of these that, you know, even if the batteries discharge, they don't discharge too fast. Let's give that a try. We also don't want them in spots where they block anything like the doors or the windows. Oh, it's heavier, I can tell. Okay, it is discharging, but much more slowly. Did you brake? Oh, there we go. Man, the brakes on this thing suck. So that actually works pretty good. Alright, I might see if I can stick one or two more RTGs on it. We can probably stick 1, 2 more on the front. You don't want them on the top because if you roll it over, it's probably going to detonate them. You just don't want them too low because they might like strike on passing rocks and things. Luckily, apparently you can intersect solid state nuclear reactors without any ill effects. Let's do that. I was hoping to not cover up the flag, but I guess we're gonna have to do that. I was tempted to put a custom flag in the game, but to be honest, I didn't do a huge amount of research on this. Okay, how's our electricity looking? It's still draining, but so slowly that's not going to be an issue. Oh, it's actually recovering about as fast as it's draining. Okay, that's good. That's good. Getting some weird kind of swaying motion. Oh, we're getting some weird distortions over there. Let's try some bumps. Okay, so some trivial bump testing. It seems like we're unlikely to hit. It seems we're unlikely to strike these reactors and anything. So there we go. That's our payload sorted. Let's try and get it to the moon. So a feature I'm aware they added to this, but I've never used it, is fairings. Aerodynamics, right? What do these water droplets mean? I know that at one point I built a boat using in this, and I don't know if that water droplet means that you can ride it on water. Oh, I know this game has fairings somewhere. I remember them making a big deal about it. Anyway. So to land on the moon, we are going to need, yeah, I'm just thinking about this. Can't use parachutes because obviously the moon has no real atmosphere. Or maybe it's in here. No. Oh, there's so many things in this that just weren't here last time I played this. Those escape pods. Oh, it's a fireworks launcher, okay. Oh wait, I should put lights on this, shouldn't I? It's just occurred to me that, you know, I'm sure it'd be nice and to be able to see where the hell they're going. So I'm completely kind of like a bit struck by the amount of things this game now has. Where are we going to put this? There we go. That'll do. We ideally want them kind of pointing down a bit so they're not just blasting off into space. Oh, I don't want that many lights. There we go. I think we want them actually higher than that. Try and be careful with these not to like obstruct the view from the first person. Let's try that. And let's put one opposite. It's not going to be exact because I'm not using a symmetry tool, but this is Kerbal Space Program, like, yeah. It's not actual engineering. That's close enough. You can tell they're not aligned, but it's close enough. The thing I'm really, really bothered by is whether or not they block the view from inside the cockpit. Oh, it's top heavy. Oh, they do a bit. But not that much, I don't think. Oh, we're doing some breakdancing. Can it self-right? Yes, it can, even in curbing gravity. Okay, what key was it to? Oh, the cockpit's illuminated as well. Man, it says a lot about how much I play this game, given I still have muscle memory for how you turn the lights. Whoa, 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 whoa! Steady. Okay, so I've got those lights. Actually, a pop tire probably isn't helping, but yeah, I think I need them angled down a bit more than that. How are they angled? It's still pointing them up. I want them pointing down. Where's the fun again? Utility, there we go. Are there any other lights in here? We repeat, this light strip is not meant to bling out your rover. Well, it might end up being one I use it for. That looks like it only lights at the surface below the rover though. We want to have a bit more forward visibility especially. Nice. That navigation light is like the blinking ones on the sides of airplanes, so you can see them from a distance in the dark. Wait, variants? Oh, is that what the droplet is all about? Wait. Oh, we've got some new tools up here. I didn't see those before. Let's zoom in. Ah, there we go. See if there's anything intelligent we can do with this. Space exploration is hard, especially choosing where to put the lights on your rover, I guess. That'll do it. That'll do. Let's make sure there's definitely a pool of light in front of it, even if we're not making the best out of it. Oh, it looks kind of sad. It's gonna look very sad when we crash it. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah. Okay, apply the brakes. And let's fast forward to the night. That's better than nothing, I suppose. How's it look from inside? Oh, you can barely see it. Good. Well, I tried. We'll stick with that, I think. So next up, we need to think about how we're going to get this thing to the moon. I can't believe that's a seat. So we're going to need a separator. I've got an entire coupling section there. Kaboom! But in a controlled Kerbal way. Oh no, that's a bit too big. That's about right, isn't it? Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. So, I guess we put a big fuel tank on that. There's one I remember using a lot. I think it might be that one. It looks very different to how I remember it looking, but I think it might be that one. And we're gonna need an engine to put on that, so we're gonna want one with a high efficiency. I think they call it a specific impulse, right? Oh, all these engines look really different to how I remember them looking. Oh, you can just put like a turbofan. Oh, I might use those for the first stage. That'd be stupid and fun. Solid boosters, they're always good. It's a shame there's no way to filter these by whether they're air breathing or not. Try to find the because there used to be a stat on here for the fuel efficiency, and I'm not seeing it. Because like there were different engines. Some of them were more powerful, and they were more useful for say getting to orbit because they had the thrust. But then there were also some engines that were less powerful, but would get you more more distance overall at the same. Yeah, sorry. We'll get you more distance for the same amount of fuel as long as you were going Yeah, as long as you manage to reach escape velocity. Ah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, this one. Yeah, the 909 model was initially received with some skepticism by spacecraft engineers as it defied the long-standing convention that more power is always better. Despite this, the 909 series has found its place in the spacecraft conscription world, being particularly useful as a final stage and landing engine. So yeah, we're probably going to use this for kind of like, you know, doing a landing stage entirely. Plenty of fuel in it, so we've got plenty of maneuvering and stuff like that. We're going to want landing gear on this. And they used to be in utility, but I think they're now in their own thing. Yeah, they are. So we're not going to need the heaviest one, I think, but we're going to need something, you know, given that the moon has low gravity. We're going to need some. I'm also going to specifically angle it like this. And the reason I'm going to do that is so that I can actually drop this and it'll lower the spaceship down. And hopefully not destroy it in the process. Right, let's temporarily put a parachute on this. Just so I can test it. I am playing this in sandbox mode, so it doesn't really matter if we kill the Kerbals here, we can always revert. But I like to not kill my pilots. That's usually a good idea. Oh, this doesn't have enough thrust to take off. Hell yeah. Demonstrated successfully, I think. Back to the vehicle assembly. Let's start putting more stages on it. I think I can pre-retract these, can't I? Okay, good. Good. So next up we're going to want a stack or a stage separator or something. Given this has its own thrust, I don't think we need the ability to... cause I know that some of these are just couplers and some of them are separators. And I think the difference, if I remember correctly, is that one of them includes explosive bolts to actually separate the two halves, and one of them you have to have engine power in one of them. Okay. We're going to need a lot more power than this to get to orbit, so I am thinking, I swear I'm thinking, we're going to need some fuel tanks that, I'm going to see if I can get to space using aero. That'd be really cool if we could. Right, so some of these tanks have liquid fuel, and some of them have liquid fuel and an oxidizer. If we're using air-breathing engines to get to orbit, we don't need the oxidizer, and it's actually a waste of weight. This game has got so many more features in it than it did when I last played it. Let's... What am I doing here? What am I doing? I think there's like a structural... There you go, structural. And in here there should be some... sort of... Yeah, I-beams, that was it. Yeah, we can use those to build kind of like a radial set. Actually, that said, hang on. I've changed my mind here about how I'm going to do this. How do I deselect this? I am instead going to use radial separators on the upper stage, because it means I can keep the rocket relatively short. Where are they? Separators. There we go. Let's get some... How many are we thinking? 6? Yeah, let's go with 6. Why not? We're going to need a lot of thrust to get this thing off the ground. Fuel tanks. Let's get the... You know what? I might go for these. If I can... This thing looks so silly, I love it. Are there any intakes that fit nicely on the front of one of those? I seem to remember you can split one of those into two halves. Where's the... And my memory of this game is so strange and fuzzy. I seem to remember you could split one of these into two. Oh, would it be in aerodynamics actually? Because technically you could use this for sort of aerodynamic blending between sections of your rocket. Where is it? Does this thing have a... Oh, it does. It does. But I don't know what I'm searching for. Ah, that's the one I wanted. Oh, it doesn't come with any fuel, does it? Yeah, that's probably not going to work. Let's not do that. That's kind of silly. Fuel tanks. So we're after something that only has liquid fuel. That only has liquid fuel. There's no longer version of that, is there? Oh wait, what's that? It comes with oxidizer for some reason, but we could use that. Okay, this one's back on the menu. Back on the menu. I think this is what I was after. How do I attach it? Don't know how I'm going to attach this. Okay, it's back off the menu now. It's back off the menu. Let's build a tower. Tiny. Wait, do I do this? Yeah, there we go. That's how you do it. Oh no, it's intersecting the... And that's actually going to be a problem because it's probably going to damage the rover as it separates stages. The pilot should be looking very, very nervous right now. I know I sure am. What adventure music? Again, these all look different to how I remember them looking, so I'm like... Oh, yeah, I use one of those. And then we're going to need intakes for all of these. I think those are in aerodynamics. I think that's where I saw them earlier. I can't quite get it low enough. That'll do. That'll probably do. Oh, but then it's not like... Oh, it's not lined up at the top. That's kind of... Oh, we've definitely clipped through there. Okay. I guess I could move it below like this. Oh, hang on. I've completely messed that up, haven't I? Separate that first. Put that below. Aha! Right. And... I think I always used to, whenever I used to build something like this, I used to put little winglets on these so I could have some degree of control over the rocket while it's in the air-breathing atmosphere. Of course, as soon as we get rid of these, the mass reduces hugely, and we can control the rocket pretty well with. Well, I seem to remember the pod itself has like reaction control wheels. Okay. You're one brave pilot getting in this monstrosity. Uh-oh, we're not moving fast enough, we're not getting any intake air into the jet engines and they're flaming out. This is probably not going to get off the pad. Oh, okay, it's not draining any liquid fuel because it's not going fast enough to it's not drawing in any oxygen because it's not going fast enough, so it's basically doing nothing. So this is going to need a little help to get off the pad. Oh, they're cute little boosters. They're so small. Oh, we could put this on the bottom of there like that. Yeah, that looks impractical. Let's go with that. Wait, does that not have an engine on the bottom bit anymore? I must have accidentally deleted the engine. Oh, that was a bit stupid of me, wasn't it? Good thing I spotted that before landing on the moon, huh? It was this one. Then the separator. Then this guy. Right, so let's see what we do here. Yeah, I'm going to want those on that layer. Actually, let's make a new layer between. So yeah, I'm basically like setting up my staging order, so exactly what's going to happen when. So we're going to activate the solid booster first. Then when we're going at a few, yeah, A speed rather than 0, we activate these air breathing engines as an assist. We drop the booster once it, yeah, isn't doing anything for us anymore. And then we drop the air breathing engines, and then we switch over to the to our space freeing engine, and then we separate. Again, you are one brave Kerbal for getting in this monstrosity. I know I sure wouldn't. It could very well end up needing more boosters, to be fair. Hey, it's working! Okay, our solid fuel's almost gone. I'm curious to see how high we can get on the air breathing engines, because I don't remember. I know there's a point at which they will, become ineffective. I don't remember where that was. This thing should not fly. Hey, looking good. Thank God there's a bit of wind blowing that away from the assembly building. Otherwise, we'd be in some real trouble. Okay. We're losing speed. These engines are not powerful enough. And it looks like we're not going to hit kind of like a low point and then speed up from there. It looks like we're at the stall. Okay, so let's turn this thing over. Let's try and separate ourselves. Oh dear, I've lost a wheel. Oh dear. Okay, engine off. Separate, parachute. Now that is a successful mission if ever I saw one. They still have fuel and they're probably going to explode. No idea what these shadows are. I mean, they don't seem to match up with the things we just dropped everywhere. A good day in Kerbal Central when there's just explosions everywhere. This doesn't seem to be slowing us down much. Maybe it'll open up. Yeah, okay, it opens up more when we get close to the surface. So let's fast forward a bit. Try to make sure we get home safely. Safety is our #1 concern here. It's why we build things and put people on them before we know if they're going to work. They intentionally cut the grass with a tiling pattern so they can identify it in aerial photographs. Okay, that wasn't enough thrust. And the question is, do we need more boosters to get us up to a higher speed so that our engines are more efficient, or do we need different engines? Are these ones not really suitable for? Let's try one of these. Yeah, not single stage to orbit, but close enough. Let's do both. Let's also put an absolute ton of extra boosters on this and see what happens. I like these kawaii little ones. They're so cute. I've staggered them from the jet engines, so hopefully they won't get annihilated. And let's put the parachute on its own stage so it doesn't activate before we get clear. Should we put the little quiet? Morning, how's it going? Let's put some little nose cones on these. If we can find some that are small enough. They're so kawaii and cute, you might not be able to find some. Yeah, one thing I'm not... Oh, wait, we can sort by size. Oh, that is tiny. Hang on, let's zoom in a bit. Zoom in. Zoom in. Those really are tiny. Damn, what are you supposed to do with those? Those are too small as well, damn. There we go. Yes, this looks good. This looks like it's likely to work, doesn't it? Oh, we've got other launch pads. What the heck is Woomerang? Sounds like something from Splatoon. Okay, we've added more power. How could it possibly go wrong? Oh, I've just realised I put those on the wrong stage. Ah. So I think what's happened here is these engines are actually producing 0 thrust right now. Whereas the other ones were a little bit more tolerant of low air intake. These ones require high air intake. Okay, bigger boosters. I'm sure this is exactly how NASA operates. Just go, I didn't quite leave the pad. And just put bigger boosters on it. And aerodynamics again. There we go. Positive of this is that all the boosters should run out simultaneously. We don't need separators to avoid dragging dead weight to orbit. Are you ready, Kerbal? There we go. Okay, that's a lot more speed. That's good. Our engines haven't started. Wait, oxidizer. Those ones require oxidizer? Oh. That's why they're not starting. Well, this additional speed can't hurt. Well, it probably will hurt. It probably will hurt the Kerbal eventually. Bye, boosters. Oh my goodness me, what the heck just happened? Bye. Well, we've still got a parachute, so we can assume this guy landed safely. Right, so those engines aren't quite gonna work. We need to replace them with something, I don't know. Let's try this. It sounds impressive. I mean, like, a ramjet sounds impressive. That'll probably work. I don't know if those need intakes, given they have what look like intakes on the side of them. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I sure hope these solid fuel boosters are fine being that close to like jet wash. Okay, let's see how high these engines will go before they flame out. Oh my god, we're actually burning up, going out of the atmosphere. That's quite impressive, actually. Oh, they die at basically the exact moment the solid fuel runs out. Oh. Okay, let's give those a moment to disperse peacefully. How do you get to the... Oh, that's it here. So, we're going to wait till we reach the apoapsis. We're going to aim prograde. So we're basically going to aim the front of the vessel along our axis of travel. And then when we reach the top point, we're going to basically accelerate, and that should widen it out into a circle, as long as we have enough thrust, enough time, and the fuel. Fast forward slightly. We're probably close enough to the apoapsis that we can go burn. As you can see, it's widening the orbit. How's our fuel doing? Oh yeah, we're barely even tickling it. But we're only barely moving the needle here. Maybe I should replace those jet breathing, those air breathing stages with something a bit more powerful to do the transfer. Oh, that's the desert. Not sure. What's this? Oh, that's the boomerang. Oh, is that meant to be Australia? Come on, keep expanding. Yeah, I don't think this is going to have quite enough fuel to get to, especially to land. Landing is tricky. Oh yeah, that you can't accelerate time while you're accelerating your. Oh yeah, we've passed the apoapsis. We're not accelerating fast enough. That's so annoying with anything with an ion thruster, because those things take an age to move even the smallest craft. Well, the good news is, Jeb, you're going back to Kerbin. Bad news is, not in the way that we really intended. Okay, shut the engine down. We've got some boats we can use to recover this guy, right? He's having the time of his life down there. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Things are catching fire. Oh my goodness me, what just exploded? Oh, it's a landing gear. Oh my god. All parts of the plan, Jeb. All parts of the plan. Parachute? Oh, did I damage the parachute? We might be about to lose Jeb. Oh, there we go. Oh. Thank God none of the nuclear reactors exploded, huh? We'll put on the lights just so that the search and rescue can find that poor guy. Well, I'm glad that was survivable. Thankfully, we're not going to have this problem on the moon, given it doesn't have an atmosphere to bake the lander. You'll be just fine. Just don't breathe any of the water. Let's see if we can get one's back. We'll let the lights facing up so she has the best chance of survival. Nope. Okay, that'll do. And then somehow he got back to the vehicle assembly plant. Don't ask questions. Let's replace these with something that'll be a bit more useful once we get to space. So we were going more than fast enough. Oh damn, that's a bit bigger than I was expecting. How big's that? Jumbo. That's not jumbo, that's just reasonably sized. I don't like how this thing keeps zooming out. It's a real pain to zoom back in. Can we get away with that? Can we get away with putting two of these on? Oh yeah. That is, legitimate spacecraft building technique there. That ought to do it. That's going to be a lot of fuel. We'll probably have to transfer to bloody Pluto that much that much transfer fuel, but we'll see. I might have made it too heavy. It might not be able to take off like this. Also, it might start wobbling uncontrollably if we're not careful. Right, let's go. Oh, thank goodness, it still has enough for us to take off. Oh. I don't like the way those second stage engines are kind of bowing out slightly, like the nose cones are a bit more separated than the engine, so it's kind of like leaning outwards under the strain. Oh, I didn't put the fins back on, which means that the reaction control wheels in the cockpit are solely responsible for keeping the thing level during this stage, and it's just about managing. It's just about managing. I think if it was any heavier, it wouldn't have had any luck there. Oh. Oh, whoa. Whew. Yeah, that didn't separate very cleanly, probably because I intersected them together. There we go, it's fine. Everyone survived. So yeah, I'm gonna put some little winglets on these just so they're a bit more controllable. There we go. And those need some help separating. So I think there are oh, this is where you get fairings. Never mind. I don't seem to need them anyway. I seem to remember those tiny boosters. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to use these tiny boosters to help separate the two stages a bit. There we go. Okay, let's give that a try. We're definitely going more SpaceX than NASA here. Okay, let's get airborne. One of the things, of course, is that at these low speeds, these fins aren't really doing a huge amount, but they should help with stability once we get, well, to say this kind of speed. Now those air-breathing engines were actually doing quite a lot, given that before these solid, we didn't run out these solid fuel until we hit like 10,000 meters. But we should have enough engine power once we get past this. Oh no, they're still not going to separate. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh dear, look at all this pollution. Oops. Well, that's my successor's problem, I guess. All right, so maybe I need to make this thing taller. I think I need to make this thing taller just as a bit more. Yeah, let's pull this up. We're going to use a crane? No, we're going to use telekinesis, Kyle. It's the agile method, okay? We don't do waterfall around here. Okay, that might separate a bit more cleanly, maybe. Probably not. There's only one way to find out. What's that, computer simulation? Engineers checking their drawings? No, build it, launch it, see what happens. Actually, that said, this is technically computer simulation, so maybe we are doing things right. I think I could do more boosters anyway. I should really be using like fewer stages with more, well, with bigger engines, but radial symmetry is fun. Okay, engine power to the minimum. Come on, separate! Separate! Or don't! Okay, we need more separation. So, what am I going to put there? This is just like a structural piece we can put in there as like a spacer. I think it does. You did raise a good question. Does it actually come off at the right time? I think it does. Man, I've forgotten more than I ever knew about this game. Well, it definitely does now. If it didn't before, it definitely does now. I actually kind of appreciate the... Yeah, it's been long since I've played this, and I've completely forgotten how any of it works. I'm definitely overcomplicating the entire structure here. In the past, I got to, it's called Eve, the Venus one, and to Duna. I think I tried to land on the Jupiter equivalent once and ended up crushed into a fine paste. Yeah, landing on Eve was pretty easy, honestly, because it has... Oh, there we go. That's really what I've just done. I just directly pushed that thing back into the launch pad. No, I didn't return. I've never done a return mission in this. I'm not good enough at this game to do return missions. Wait. Ah! Ah! Yeah, this has gone a bit wrong, hasn't it? Okay. All right. Let's not do this silly thing. Wait, take the side boosters off. Oh no. Oh, I can't believe a pilot actually got in this. I was like, he went to the engineers. This game is very different last time I played it, and I'd like to blame that, but honestly I've just forgotten everything about it, and I think that's kind of fun. I'm gonna get to like a bigger stage. I'm trying to remember. Cause sometimes they're fuel tanks and sometimes they're oh, there we go. Nope, that's too big. I don't know, I think failing's fun. That's probably enough fuel tanks. Shall I? I mean, if you wanted to play it properly on like career mode and stuff, sure. I mean, I'm just mostly messing around with it today because I'm not going to do my normal stream for today. Okay. So the skipper. I remember the mainsail used to be the one that people put on the bottom of things all the time. Let's put the mainsail on there, see what it does. Oh, that's actually a bit bigger than what I've got. Oh, is there an in-between size of fuel tanks now? When I last played this, there was only like... I think there were only 3 sizes of fuel tank. I don't think we had all these variations. Does that... It was a very different game. Also, the parts that were there didn't really look like what they do now. Like the mainsail looked very different when I last played this. I seem to remember there was a big orange fuel tank that used to get used a lot. They're definitely a bit more realistic, but yeah, I'm having a bit of trouble like distinguishing them. Can I make these icons bigger? They look a bit samey. Okay, that's probably going to be sort of main stage booster as well. If it doesn't go, I want the adapter, which is from this one, which is what's that? Oh wait, that's huge. Where'd that come from? That one. That's the one. Yeah, that's that one. So, what mark is that? Does it say somewhere what mark it is? What kind of like fitting size it is? I don't see it anywhere. This was a lot more clear. This was a lot more clear when there were fewer parts. Oh, what the heck? That is cool. What is that? That is cool. That's kind of like, I think it's a Saturn V, right? Don't need one of those, but that is cool. Do I need two adapters? Is there just no adapter that goes directly from that one to that one? Oh, I didn't actually attach that. There we go. That'll do. Oh, that is not going to fly. I don't think. I seem to remember the main cell was pretty powerful, but I don't think it was this powerful. Let's find out. Oh, it is that powerful. Fair enough, I guess. Fair enough. I might not have put enough fuel in this, to be honest. And yeah, the only reasons, just for kind of like reference, the only reasons a parachute on there is so that you could plausibly abort the mission. And I also know that I haven't, I know that you want to get this in a certain point in the sky for like the optimum transfer. I haven't. Huh, this is going a lot further than I was really expecting. Probably want to back off on that a bit and then use some of this main cell to do the orbit circularization. Almost there, almost there. Oh, look how much faster we're like making that orbit circle than we were before with the tiny engine. I might actually have done that a bit soon, as I'm going to make a bit of a weird shaped orbit. Yeah, I'm kind of messing up the orbit here. Stop. Almost there. There we go. Now this rocket's a lot heavier now. It's going to take a moment to line back up with the prograde marker. Should get there eventually though. Yeah, I did that, but I was not expecting it to circularize the orbit that quickly. I was really not expecting it. I remember the rough rules of how this game works, but just forgotten all of the actual details. Okay, we might actually hit a circular orbit with this. It might be that I've just put too big a fuel tank on this tiny engine, to be honest, because, obviously that's going to be messing with the thrust-to-weight ratio. Yeah. Maybe should have made my kind of like, curve to orbit a little sooner than that. Alright, this is, I might stick another fuel tank on there just so I can use this for maybe even the transfer. Maybe. Not that one. So, which grey cylinder would you like to choose from? I'm not entirely sure these visuals are actually an upgrade, given they're a lot less distinctive. At least in my opinion. They look more realistic, but like from a gameplay perspective, I'm not quite sure they're as super obvious what you're picking. Okay. This should give us a bit of maneuverability during the Ah, yeah, that's a good call. Actually, yeah, that's a good call. Actually, using stats and numbers. That's a great idea. Maybe a booster would have been a good idea just to get it off the pad with this extra fuel. So we're burning a lot of it on the way up. I'm surprised this works aerodynamically, honestly. Feels like it shouldn't. Something that's just occurred to me is that I've put these basically right next to the center of mass of the rocket, which probably doesn't work. Okay, we're playing this without any kind of analog inputs, so we're going to be a bit aggressive with the controls here. Oh my god. Oh, this has gone very wrong. Ah! Oh, yep, I meant to do that. Go prograde. Yep, it's all working out. See, it's great. It's going fantastic. Yep, top notch. Oh man, this game is so good. Okay, let's wait for the apoapsis. That's a pretty tall apoapsis. Oh, we can wait directly. Oh, we can set an alarm. Okay, I thought that was like a skip to apoapsis button. That would have been cool. We also want to quit the time warp just before, because the rotation of the craft doesn't happen until you reach that point, until you unwarp. And this is quite heavy, so this might take a while to rotate. Prograde, please. These things are much better pilot than I am. Uh-oh, we might not make it in time. Come on! Come on! Move! Hopefully a bit of engine thrust might help, because I think this has got gimbaling. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that worked. Come on. Oh, hang on, the alarm clock's kind of in front of everything else. Get out of here. How do I turn this off? There it is. Nope, I screwed that up even more. Fantastic. Okay. Okay, boosters. I mean, like, that's the meme, right? Just add boosters. More boosters. What I've done, basically, I've taken a rocket that was too heavy to circularize its orbit, and I've made it heavier. You can see why I work at NASA. That'll do. We're not going to be going fast enough for aerodynamics to really matter here. Go! Oh, wait. I put it on the wrong stage. Damn it. Again, like, sometimes this happens at NASA. They put things on the wrong stage and they just, like, they kind of go, wait, abort the flight, reorder the stages, and go. Right, where's the moon? It's over there. Okay. Let's do a gentle curve. And we're going to be pretty fast by the time we get up there. Okay. Oh, there! Oh no, that was meant to happen. Yeah, we shed the weight of the boosters. Ah! Yeah, that was totally meant to happen. That was not an accident at all. That was completely supposed to happen. It's an advanced technique where you, you use discarded stages to remove aerodynamic controls after you've left the atmosphere. Yeah, I might need you can add extra reaction wheels, right? So I've made this thing too heavy. And rather than fixing that, I'm just gonna keep adding more weight, I think. Okay, let's remove one of these fuel tanks. It's too much weight. And it probably makes sense to move the fins onto the boosters. Because we're going to be discarding them roughly at the same time we leave the atmosphere, so why not? Right, I've only got about 20 more minutes today, so let's see if we can at least get something to the moon. I was hoping to figure things out by the time, well, within an hour, but I've forgotten so much about how this game works that it's looking unlikely. Okay, start rotation. Oh, that rotates so much more easily. Oh! Man, I used to have like the Delta V chart of this game and everything. I used to know this game so well. Okay, that went well. Let's keep our speed up. Oh, hang on, we're losing control. Ah! Oh dear. That probably would have been a good time to wrench control from the autopilot, but I did not. Ah! Oh, there's a Delta V chart in this. Oh, that's cool. They've added so much stuff since I've last played this game. My god. Okay, what am I doing? What can I do to save this terrible, terrible piece of design? Because we are all about the sunk cost fallacy here. I mean, I guess I could put command and control. That's the one. Put one of those there. Shouldn't need it once we've got rid of this big dead weight at the bottom. And you know what? Just because I'm probably about to finish up, let's put some more rocket boosters on it for memes. The heck is that? Oh, that's so kawaii. Look at that. Oh. That's like smaller than a Kerbal, isn't it? Or it's about the same size as one. Okay, let's put more boosters on it. More boosters! That's about vaguely lined up, that'll do. Yeah, that should be fine. Oh, hang on, they haven't all activated at once. Oh! I didn't mean to do that. Oh, yeah, I did. Ah, this is gonna go great. Go! Man, each one of these kind of like solid booster pods kind of looks a bit like a space shuttle with like the two offset engines and the. Well, there's like RCS thrusters on the space shuttle, the kind of pods like in front of the tail like that. Okay, at which point we should be able to drop them. Oh, they didn't quite run out at the same time. That'll do. See, we're trying to make an environmentally friendly space program here, so all of our components self-destruct during the... Oh, that wasn't quite enough. Ah! I was hoping this little reaction control wheel thing would be enough to stop the flop, but no, the flop is... You just can't stop the flop, okay? Maybe I put a bigger one next to the engine. All right, let's go. Remember, you never solve a problem by taking something away, always by adding something. I do remember people used to use a mod for this that added. I don't think I ever really used it because it felt almost like cheating, but I'm sure lots of people disagreeing with it on this. I think it was called MechJeb, and it was kind of like a really advanced autopilot, and you could program things like you could program a an orbital turn at a certain altitude. You could go like, oh yeah, between the altitudes of this and this, gently transition from straight vertical to being pointed along this axis. I've never used it myself. This thing really wants to swing like a pendulum. Ah! Oh, I shut down the engines. The worst thing I could have done because I was using the gimbal to... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no, what am I doing? Man, I remember these being really powerful. Like being really, like ridiculously powerful. But... I'm misremembering or... I'm either misremembering building something so bad that even overpowers them, or they got nerfed. I remember them just having the most... It's the point which I seem to remember someone actually built a rocket that exploited reaction control wheels to actually go to orbit without engines. I seem to remember someone did that. I might be misremembering, I probably am, but I remember someone doing that. Okay. Well, I'm probably not getting to the moon today, mostly through my own belligerence, incompetence. I mean, it's definitely a space program. Well, at least Jeb's having a great time. Look at that happy little face. I mean, it's probably because this rotation is squishing his brains against the inside of his skull. He's probably lost all senses. Sorry for wasting your time. I guess that'll do it for today.